So this is the chicken curry. I call it the Kenyan chicken curry, and I'm making this for my sister-in-law, the lovely Auntie B. So we've got about 500 grams of chicken fillets, if you like, or chunks of chicken, skinless. You can have some bone in there if you like, but you know, just chunks of chicken, about 500 grams. I used 6 or 7 small red onions, and I've chopped them up finely. Here, I've just used red onions because I like them, they're lovely, but you can use any onions that you like. We like chilli a lot, so I've got about 3 or 4 green chillies that I've also thinly sliced. And this is where the magic happens. This is the curry powder. So you can use any kind of curry powder that you like. I've used a mix of Madras curry powder and just a hot curry powder that I've bought. And about 1 gram of salt as well, so a little sprinkling of salt in there. And this is plum tomatoes, just a tin of plum tomatoes and a dash of Worcester sauce in the plum tomatoes. So they are your ingredients for the chicken curry. So what you're going to do, you are going to coat your chicken with your curry spices. You've got about 50 grams, by the way, of curry spice, because I know I didn't mention that earlier. So you do that, you coat your chicken, and then you just leave that to one side. What we're going to do now is we are going to fry the onion. So you've got your red onions frying down there, nicely. So quite hot, you know, you want them frying down. And optional again, but I personally like to put a little bit of salt in there as well. So I've actually got red onion and obviously my green chilli in there as well. It's just all about the flavour really. When your onion is nicely cooked, I will remove it from the pan and then we'll put the chicken in to cook that down a little bit. And we're just going to let that cook, I would say, for about 10 minutes as well, on quite a low heat. When doing the chicken, do it with the lid on, yeah? So a nice low heat with the lid on, so it's just lightly bubbling, because then that way all the moisture stays in. You don't need to cook it too much. Yeah, keep all that moisture in there. So what you're looking for is essentially the chicken to start turning white, yeah? So it's starting to cook through already, and the spices are starting to cook as well. So once your chicken is kind of cooked a little bit, so it's nice and looks cooked, white, add your onion and your tomato, which has got some Worcester sauce in it as well. And I've used whole plum tomatoes here, so you'll need to break them down a little. And then, so all I'm doing now is I'm mixing that all together. So that's the chicken, the onion and the tomato. And really what you do then is you just have it on a really low heat, covered for just as long as you can afford to. So at least an hour on a really low heat, and that just all just comes together and tastes lovely. So this is how it should look when it's finished. I'll just give that a little stir. So yeah, you can see it's all come together. It's kind of almost reddish now. It smells really nice. And that is your Kenyan curry. Alright, Auntie B, so that's it. Let me know how you get on.